It felt great. Grateful for the opportunity that the Jazz have given me. Just got to get to work now.
Ekpe, there are several guys on this team who have kind of embodied the whole "stay ready" type of theme. Yourself being one of them. How big has that kind of mindset been for you and several other guys in the locker room, being part of a team like this that you may not be needed all the time, but when you are, you got to be ready to step up?
I think it was huge. Like Coach always says, the strength of the team is the team, and I think we embodied that throughout the whole year. But we stayed ready. Because it was a great team of guys put together, and we all trusted each other, and we were all ready for each other. So it was a great year.
For you personally, what do you feel like you need to work on to maybe get more playing time or to be able to just sustain a spot on a roster in the NBA?
Score, do something offensively. Defensively, I won't back down from my statements earlier in the season. It's being one of the best defenders in the world, but being able to score, I think that's the key. Work on my short roll game and expand my range.
I know in Turkey you were kind of embraced the culture and sort of as a resident and tourist. Were you able to do any of that here? I was just kind of wondering your impressions of Salt Lake.
When I first got signed, I did the tour, the little basketball tour around the state. Beautiful state, stateside. The deserts, the mountains, all that good stuff. It was really nice. Salt Lake City, I didn't do much. My book club, which was I was able to form another community, I guess you would say. So I look forward to getting that back going when I get back in 2 weeks.
But do you feel like you enlightened some of your teammates?
That's the key, man. You got to enlighten and empower. Everybody you come in contact with, especially with the team that we have, and everybody being from different parts of the world. Everybody's going through their own issues, and just having those conversations, having those tough conversations in the locker room is great. And then we have our young guys who are coming into the league and trying to find their own way off the court when it comes to issues away from basketball. So, I think it's great that we had that type of locker room.
What's ahead for you this summer? Do you have some fun plans, working out plans? You sticking around here? Where are you headed?
I'll be here. Well, I'll be gone for a couple of weeks. Have some projects going on that I need to attend to. Then I'll be here for all of June up until summer league, and then I'll go somewhere else for that, and then come back and be ready to go. Couple of trips planned. Hopefully get to go to Nigeria in August. Might attend the Final Four here coming up in Belgrade next week. So those are probably the highlights, but it's got to get to work.
Just in terms of your future, obviously it's a little bit uncertain. Just what's kind of your thoughts about the uncertain aspect of what's next?
Gotta take care of my ends. Got to come and work and get better. And, we'll have those conversations, and we'll see what happens. But just got to prepare myself.
How enlightened would you say Donovan Mitchell is for how young he is?
Say that again?
How enlightened would you say Donovan is for how young he is?
He's pretty enlightened, man. He's had an interesting life, being the bat boy growing up. And all the different circles that he's been in, and then to come to the NBA and to have the season he's had, he had to get enlightened really quick, to the pitfalls of this NBA life. But he handled it really well. And I'm proud of that young man and happy for him as well.
Do you feel like that aspect of it, the multicultural aspect, the kind of intellectualism that does exist because of guys like you, can help on the floor? Can you see it translate from a locker room to actually getting onto the basketball court?
Yes, sir. Because I put my time in. I love the game. I watch the game, You know, I've been coached by some great coaches, so whatever I'm able to pass along to the guys, you know, they were receptive to it. And that, you know, that doesn't happen everywhere. So, you know, you're really grateful for that.
Any more questions? Everybody, thank you very much.
Thank y'all very much. God bless.